I keep seeing advertisements for these curtains, and there's probably a good reason for that. They have over 100,000 reviews on Amazon, and they're 20 bucks or less. And you can choose a lot of different colors, but the reason why they're featured in this video is because they're basically the cheapest sound deadening, and some people actually call them soundproofing curtains on Amazon. And since it has over 100,000 reviews, and people are obviously buying them, and a lot of them are happy, a lot of them are not. And in this video, we'll find out just how good they are by using a high-powered speaker outside. I'll play some music. I'll also play some road noise, because those lower frequency noise probably not going to work too well with curtains, but it's good to know. Do these curtains work? Oh, we'll find out. We'll also take some sound test of before and after with just these regular curtains. Now, these curtains are more expensive, but they're not sound deadening curtains. So as you can see the light going through them. These ones, however, are sound deadening, and they're also blackout curtains. This set is 42 inches wide and 84 inches long. Now, these curtains are supposed to be 3 plies, and you can pretty well feel it. I'm not sure if it'll be open underneath it, and it is not. It's all sewn all around, but by touching it, you can feel that there is a middle piece within the curtains. Usually that's a black felt. It helps darken the room. It helps block that sun. We'll just take a sound test. The window without curtains, and then we'll just close these curtains. These curtains are not as wide, one thing to note, as the other curtains. All right, so we have our traffic noise. The video is started at 7 minutes, so it's consistent. We'll start at 7 minutes. So now I'm going to put some royalty-free music, just for a different, not as low frequency. We can still hear it quite about the same. See, most of the soundproofing here is the double pane window itself. Let's find out if these curtains sound deadening. Now, there's a difference between sound blocking and sound deadening. Now, in the titles or in the description of these curtains, they say that they are sound deadening curtains, but they also say that they work well for soundproofing. Difference between soundproofing and sound deadening is that soundproofing is to block noise and sound deadening is to absorb noise. People would say, well, what's the difference? They're both noise reduction. Well, in a way, they are both noise reduction, but noise absorption will make the room sound better. It absorbs the noise that is in the room to basically drown out echoes. And noise blocking, which is soundproofing, that is to block the actual sound waves, let's say with mass, with extra drywall, with things that are heavy and thick that will actually block the noise, the sound waves, and not just absorb them. These are not sound blockers, they're sound absorbers. But sometimes if you have sound absorbers that are quite thick and dense, then they can also act as a sound blocker. And we'll find out if the description is true. Well, as you can see, they do work well at blocking light. I have to admit that. Because even when I'm looking at them very closely, there's no light coming through. That's actually really good. For $20, what I bought these for was for a small media room that I'm building for the kids, and they're good for darkening the room if they want to watch TV in there during the day. But let's see if they actually block noise. Let's do the traffic noise again. I'm not hearing much difference. Of course, we have this separation in the middle, which I can block right now. And this goes past the 6 inches, which that is the recommendation. If you want to use a curtain for noise dampening, you want it to go at least 6 inches past the window, so then there's less noise flowing through. But these are basically stuck right onto the wall, and they're right to the floor. Now, let's go to the music. Maybe the music will see a little bit more difference. Okay, so this is loud. That's loud. Not much difference, that's the thing. If there is a difference, it might be a difference of 1 decibel. It's just not going to be enough. If you are buying these curtains specifically for soundproofing, specifically for blocking noise outside, this is not going to cut it. Even if you go with a curtain that is $60, $70, it's not going to block that much noise. The types of curtains that do block a little bit more, well, a little bit of noise, are the types of curtains that you'd see on movie sets that are very thick curtains, and they have mass. A lot of them has fiberglass in the middle, a fiberglass sheet, and fiberglass is actually good at blocking noise. A lot of people will also say that the curtains will only work when there's ripples in them. The only benefit that these ripples do for the curtains, they are for absorbing the noise. So when the sound waves goes and hits the curtain, when I had the curtain like that, it would hit the curtain, it would absorb it, it would still absorb it and make the room sound better, because you don't have this reflecting those sound waves, creating an echo. If you have the ripples, then you have the sound waves going in the ripples and bouncing around, and it will absorb the noise even better. But in terms of blocking noise from outside, whether you have ripples, whether you don't have ripples, it's actually not going to change a thing for these curtains that are $20 on Amazon, which I have to say, I am impressed by its light blocking. And this is not sponsored by Amazon. I just wanted to try them out because there's over 100,000 reviews, and some people were emailing me wondering, have you ever tried them? Since they do say that they block noise, but they don't. Watch that video right there. That video right there is going to explain you so much great insight on soundproofing window. All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, unless you haven't subscribed yet, which